What's up, everyone? This is LDestroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. Last time, we continued to develop our bonds and confidants as the days slowly tick down towards election day. We've still got plenty of time to go after Shido, but we are getting pretty close to finishing off maxing out our confidants. In addition, we managed to get very close with one particular confidant, and that was Haru. Free from her fiance after speaking with the president, she became your lover. In this episode, we are going to continue to develop our bonds and confidants as the days continue to tick slowly down. Like I mentioned, we are getting pretty close to finishing off all of our confidants. In fact, counting day and night, we've got maybe about 4 days total, give or take. So what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, today we could either spend some time with Yusuke or Haru, and, well, we're gonna talk to Haru. As always, she's always going to be on the roof, so we are just going to go towards, well, where she is. Of course, there's also another reason to see Haru today, and that's because our plants are ready! Let's harvest some carrots. And so we get 3 more carrots.
Good day.
So let's go ahead and plant a few more vegetables. Always gonna go with the carrots because 1, they're more useful, and 2, they only take like 3 days to grow, whereas the tomatoes take 5. So there we go. You should be ready on the 1st. Also, we're spending time with her.
Huh?
Yeah, I should be fine. So today, we're going to be doing exactly that.
Thank you.
Huh? Sure?
This has such profoundly bold flavor.
I heard you've been getting into the roasting scene, little lady.
Yes, I often have the urge to drink a fresh cup of your coffee.
That near brings a tear to my eye. You're heading up to this guy's room, right? Go on and take it upstairs.
Thank you. I will.
Well, I'm heading home now. Close up shop for me, will you?
Will do.
I was finally able to convey my feelings during the company meeting. Not just about the new chain, but about the future of the company, and even about Father. I think my presence angered some people at first, but in the end, they all listened to my thoughts.
You think things will be okay at Okumura Foods?
I truly hope so. That aside, after talking with management, I've decided to let them handle Okumura Foods. It's simply not something I would have been able to supervise on my own. And after their sincere acceptance of the public's criticism, I felt it was okay to trust them. As for my future goals, I'm interested in opening a small private cafe. Everything will be homegrown, from the coffee to the salad. I want to set my own standards. It'll be a shop that people love, like grandfather's, and like this place. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. And I'm sure you'll succeed.
It's a pretty boring dream, huh?
It's still a noble dream nonetheless.
But when you say that, I feel like it will actually happen. Truth be told, I don't plan on opening the shop immediately after I graduate. I'll need to study and improve my knowledge beforehand. After all, right now it's only a hobby. Perhaps I should apprentice here at LeBlanc in the meantime.
I mean, if you want, I could certainly pitch in a good word to boss for you.
The coffee I had after spending the night crying, its warmth permeated through my body. I hope to open a store where others can feel that warmth. Either way, I think this dream of mine will be no easy feat. But I somehow managed to tackle my childhood dream of becoming a heroine of justice. If I act with resolve and believe in my actions, I know I'll be able to achieve anything. Honestly, just thinking about my life without you sends chills down my spine. I would have been married to a man I don't respect, and lived a horrible life. I'm glad I can be with you instead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I meant I'm, glad to be your teammate.
What? Just my teammate?
As long as you're by my side, it feels like everything's going to be okay. And if you're ever in trouble, I will be there for you. After all, you were there for me when I needed it. I can help you now. I have the strength to do so. I can sense it.
And hey, I'm there to help you too. I'm glad I can be there for you, Haru. And we'll get through anything that stands in our way.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened the ultimate secret of the Empress, granting thee infinite power.
And with this, we've now maxed out the Haru Okumura Confidant. That of the Empress Arcana. So, our final ability for maxing out Haru's Confidant is the same as all of our other party members, in that she gets a second awakening. Alright, Haru has come a very long way from just a shy girl who was not in control of her destiny to someone with a plan for the future. She's definitely come a long way from when we first met her, and we'll be there for her for a long time to come. And for maxing out Haru's Confidant, we can now fuse Mother Harlot, the most powerful persona of the Empress Arcana.
I feel as though I've been reborn. This is my new power.
Haru's persona, Milady, has transformed into a Starty.
I feel wide awake after that coffee. So, today, I'd like to be with you a little longer.
Spend as much time as you want. And, as all the other transformed personas, she gets Evade Nuclear. I mean, Haru already has a lot of good skills, but I guess I can get rid of Makara Karn. The Reflect skills kind of take up a lot of SP, so... And they're not exactly the most helpful, especially if they're only a single target. So, we'll go with that.
Ah, you're back.
Okay, now, I'm just going to keep on trucking on ahead. I know I've made my grievances known about, like, the finale part of any sort of romantic confidant slash social link, really. So, I'm not gonna go through my spiel again like I did throughout the entirety of Persona 3 and a little bit in Persona 4. You guys get the gist of it by now. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch those other series. Anyway, where we are off to this evening is Shinjuku. Actually, first things first, before we go and do the other thing I was going to do, I'm going to check in at the Velvet Room real quick. Because I want to see if Titania is ready to be taken out. Let's see.
Your turn, Caroline. You want to release it?
Hey, she got a new skill.
Looks a little stronger. You want to let it out?
And she gets Null Psychokinesis. Cool, that gives her a third nullification skill. Get rid of that, and Titania's looking pretty good in terms of a defensive persona, as well as nuclear, electric, and light. Alright, and I took a little bit of a look beforehand as to
So, who's
the
it
next
gonna be?
persona I want to train up. And the next persona I want to put in here is Baphomet. Because Baphomet, well, he's looking pretty alright. But he could use the nullification to light,
Oh, I'll
specifically
take
to
it.
pass down.
Are you
And
finished?
most other personas is either going to be getting rid of a skill that I want or aren't weak to anything. So we're gonna go with that. Next, the reason I came to Shinjuku is that we're gonna talk to Chihaya. Because we still need some more
shall we do?
points with Iwai's confidant. So we'll get a fortune reading for him and get some extra points.
Here we go.
There we go, and unfortunately that is not enough to get us to rank up with him, which is a little bit of a shame, but no well. Anyway, that's not the only reason we're here today. This evening, we are heading on into Crossroads because we're going to be spending our time with Oya. So we are going to be doing exactly that.
Huh?
Oh, okay, take your time.
Yep, replace the previous article. No worries, right? Might as well go all out if we're gonna do this. I'm gonna scrap the others and rewrite them as well. Yep, tomorrow morning then. Sorry, that was the chief.
Oh? Well, you two seem to be on good terms now.
He's been great. He's ignoring the higher-ups' orders to help me.
Really?
I'm doing a special expose on the Phantom Thieves, and the chief's helping me. It's about their origin and the root of the problem they're trying to solve. I think it really captures the spirit of journalism.
My, you're really earnest.
It's my original field of expertise. I am a journalist after all, you know? The higher-ups were against it, but this expose has been very popular with our readers. Since we've sold so many copies, there's nothing they can do about it. Or us. So, we're planning to throw in additional articles while we have the chance.
Well, I'm really glad to hear that.
This is only just the beginning, though. All right! Let's have a victory celebration! Lala-chan, I hope you have some Dom Perignon for us.
I told you last time, we don't have any of that here.
That's what I figured. So, I reserved a bottle at the wine shop.
Okay, I'll go get it for you.
Impressive. Looks like Lala-chan took the hint.
Hint?
I wanted to speak with you. In private.
About what, may I ask?
I'll loosen up a bit, will ya? I've been quietly making preparations to write a story about Shido's confidant, too. Going to uncover the truth. I swear to Kaio. Thanks. Again. Whenever I felt like giving up, you encouraged me to keep going. It's all thanks to you that I was able to get this far, Mr. Phantom Thief.
Huh?
The Chief's change of heart happened exactly the same way as those other cases. And the timing was absolutely perfect. You're the only one who could have orchestrated all that.
So you knew all along, huh?
It was so obvious. I'm convinced from all the recent coverage that the Phantom Thieves truly are valiant. Helping the weak, punishing the bad. They actually do all those things. In a sense, you and I have the same objective. We both want to expose the ills of society. So, I won't tell anyone about your true identity. Let's form a united front to fight evil. If it weren't for you, I never would have been able to return to my journalist self. My high schooler source who manipulated information ended up manipulating my heart, too. I'm gonna return the favor one of these days, all right? Until then, we'll race to see who can expose evil first.
You're on. And thanks. It's good that I can count on you.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the devil, granting thee infinite power.
With this, we've now maxed out the Ichiko Oya Confidant. That of the Devil Arcana. So, our final ability with Oya is Legendary Scoop. Now, that first set part is a little bit misleading. Security level will not increase. I'm pretty sure security level can still increase regardless of whether or not you get caught or run away from battle. So that's a little bit misleading. But the security level will drop down to 0 immediately the following day. So, whereas before, Oya's ability has been, like, increasing how much the security level would decrease, now it's just straight to 0. Honestly, not really all that helpful because the security level barely goes up whenever I infiltrate a palace to begin with. Plus, I don't go back into a palace immediately unless it's part of story-related reasons, you know, like with Sei. So again, not really helpful. But it is there for you. And, alright, for finishing Oya's Confidant, we can now fuse Beelzebub, the most powerful persona of the Devil Arcana.
Anyway, where the hell is Lala-chan? Shall we get started then? Considering we're already in a celebratory mood. I wonder if you'll make it back home tonight. I'm gonna have you stick around till the very end. I will not accept your refusal.
Ah, crap. Okay. Oh. Yeah. How have you guys been? I mean, the timing would be perfect. After all, no one even seems to care much about the Phantom Thieves anymore. Even with Oya's articles, I mean, they gained pretty much, like, huge popularity a few months ago. It seems like there's still some people that are still into Phantom Thief stuff. I mean, we have, like, 3% of people who believe in us. That's still a decent chunk of people, I guess. Anyway, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, not exactly anything right there. But where we're off to today is actually the school. Because we are going to be off to see Makoto. Well, this does kind of seem like a bad idea, but I mean, in video games, even though like these are all Shujin uniforms right here. Anyway, even though we've already maxed out Makoto's confidant, there is still something that we need to do with her.
Hey,
Train doors are now closing. Please stand back.
Also, her text box slightly changes, but it's fine.
I see.
Edit all this part out that where I'm not talking. So anyway, why exactly are we going to be spending time with Makoto? Well, there's a reason why. But we are going to be hanging out with her. For instance, we're going to be going somewhere.
Yes.
Train doors are now closing. Please stand back.
So we are going to try to get, well, the rest of the gifts that can potentially get. And with Makoto, that will take us to Suidobashi, Dome Town. So let's go.
Then,
All right, let's go. Well, that's the point of entertainment. Whether you go to a baseball stadium or an amusement park, you kind of just go there to forget your worries and just have a bit of fun.
well,
Sounds good to me. Right, we're just hanging out. Let's go. Well, it gets the adrenaline pumping, that's all. Oh, thanks, Makoto. And so we get a Gi Nyant doll. And we did buy a few gifts earlier. So we could, in theory, just give one of these things to Makoto. But we aren't. Because that'd be kind of awkward. Not that it really, like, has any sort of detriment, but, you know, I'm saving that for, like, things that Haru specifically says. I have no idea what exactly, like, unique dialogue Makoto has. But anyway, we're not going to give her a gift.
Shall we return home?
Later, Makoto.
Ah, you're back.
Oh. And we get our shady commodity stuff. Nice. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that stuff restocks with Tanaka's commodities. My gut instinct tells me it doesn't. But I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it doesn't, because it just starts with the Roland. Well, actually, the classified armor's there. Huh. I guess some of it does. And we... Maybe this stuff does restock. In which case... I'm gonna buy more. I mean, it's just 1,000 gold. Or, it's just 1,000 yen for each one. And, like, even if it's not really particularly helpful, you know, we can still sell it, and we would still technically make a profit.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go ahead and wash both of these. And then, of course, call Kawakami to do it.
Hi!
Okay, so now that she's busy doing that, what exactly are we going to be doing this evening? Well, this evening we are, once again, going to head on over to Shinjuku. Since we are here already, I am going to try to get another reading for EY. So let's go ahead and do a fortune reading.
What shall we do?
Grab an affinity reading. Do it with EY. And hopefully this will be enough points for us to be able to rank up with him.
Here we go.
Survey says... Hey! Next time we hang out with him, we should be able to rank up.
What do you think?
Awesome. However, even though we could spend some time with Chihaya, we are actually going to head on over back to Crossroads. Because we are going to be spending our time with Oya. Again.
Yoo-hoo!
So yes, even though we have finished off her confidant, there's still gifts to try to do. Also, I probably should have done that. Well, whatever, I can do that the following day. So we are going to be spending our time with Oya this evening. So let's take her out to sushi.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's keep our spirits up and fight against evil, right? Oh, Morgana's gonna be so jealous.
Well then.
Oh?
Oh, thanks, Oya. So now we get a sushi mug. And yes, we can give gifts. Any sort of dateable confidant you can give gifts to. But again, not gonna give her anything.
Thanks.
See you around, Oya.
Hi.
And we get another Magellan robe and a steel chef vest. Interesting.
How about you? Hey.
Okay, well, we are actually running pretty low on time. First things first, let's take a look at what we got. Oh my gosh! Steel Chef Vest! 223 plus resist burn. Not exactly a great ability, but sure, I'll take the increase to defense. I'll give Ryuji the Kaiser Vest. Yusuke can have the UFO vest. I guess Haru can have the Magellan robe then. And On can get the gambler dress. Okay, so now that I've got that situated, let's take a look at the couple new decorations for the room. Okay, so first we have the Gi Nayant doll that we got from Makoto. And it's a little cat! So that kind of goes in the corner. But we also got the sushi mug. And it's down at the bottom right portion, which we're actually starting to fill out the shelf now. Finally. Okay, well, with all of that, I think now is probably about as good a time as any to call it a day. Except there's actually one more thing I want to check out before we do the outro, and that's looking at the TV. So you kind of get a little blurb about Rise. Not like she hasn't already had a cameo in this game. But yeah, it's been quite some time since we've last seen a cameo of a different Persona character. Seems kind of weird that they're so far spaced out, but whatever. Now it's time for the outro. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5. The days continue to tick down, but we still are in good shape. We've only got a couple more rank ups left before we've maxed out all of our confidants. And then it's just a matter of just kind of showing off some other things we could have done throughout the course of the game. At some point, we are going to go after Shido. Let's not forget our main objective, but we do still have some time to prepare. So we're going to try to get as much done as we possibly can, and then head on into the palace. So until next time, everyone, take care.